when we decided to make this tournament, we wanted to make like a very low level tournament for beginners to feel welcome, but slowly it's becoming very the levels getting very high, which is good for the BJJ scene, of course. And I am very happy also for the team, because we didn't enter with many people, right? And compared to the bigger teams, and we did a good score, like an overall scores now of the teams. We did a good job. Definitely, it was a good thing. Definitely, it's always something to learn, and that's we're gonna be doing this now. And we're gonna see what can be improved, and overall.
All right, that's why. Let's start and take a look at the first fight. Well, it's in alphabetic order. That's why I think I'm the first.
I have to say I've been quite busy in the tournament. I couldn't see the fights there, so it's mostly like the first real look that I'm having now.
Yeah.
In the fights. Pulling guard. Good timing to pull the guard. Like
all the time.
the hip, the hip is also like corrected. Now the camera is not sharp. Yeah, you got your elbow a bit in danger there, but then you lock the triangle. The guy forgot the arm.
I wanted to get the arm, but I felt like okay, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, the hip place. Yeah, but then you use the shin to load him.
Yeah, and you start to walk towards my head.
Yeah, killing your toes there. This is a good move for him, so you can keep your hips high. Definitely, this moment. Yeah, I would do the same. And then replace the guard. I would maybe slow him down.
You said at that moment, I heard like armbar, like almost chanting like from that side, but I didn't hear it quite well, so I didn't react to it. At the moment, that was the right. Yeah, he wanted to go for a footlock or something.
Footlock, but then I remember I told you to hold the lapel, so you get up, because then you would get the points. But then he recovered. There was no advantage for him. Then he left the arm. Like there was 1 second and he just left the arm. And then he felt this nasty omoplata, and then he became a chain of attack. It's like something I really love in BJJ, these chains of attacks. And then you find the lapel, of course.
Then I realized, okay, it's hard to finish. So what I did is actually I put more pressure on his shoulder.
Exactly, keep on putting pressure on the shoulder, and then you see if you can have later on the blue belt you can have the wrist also. Then you see, then it becomes like a flow of attack, a chain of attacks. It was good. It was very good done. Your first fight overall?
Yeah, it was my first fight overall. And I was pretty exhausted because I was so.
Sorry.
Because I was pretty anxious and.
Yeah, I understand.
And I didn't know really how to calm down. I really wanted to, but. Felt really hard to, especially in the first one.
It's difficult, man. It's not easy. Fighting is not easy. Training is easy, but compared to a fight, compared to one match, it's always like many things inside, like the nerves. No?
They are very high. So okay, let's go to Betty's first fight.
We're doing the only gi, no?
Yeah, we do only gi. I mixed up some fights. I put some no-gi fights, obviously, and I'm gonna change this.
She fought already against this girl, no?
Was it last year? The same one?
Hannah Wolf. Yeah, I know her name because she just finished everyone with not everyone, but she just entered to finish with armbar. She has a good judo stance. Probably she's been doing judo since she's a little kid.
Okay, you can tell?
I can tell off her judo stance. Like she's under 18.
Oh, all right.
That's why I say little kid, because probably she's doing this for 10 years already.
Probably.
Yeah, but then she gave her back.
Ooh.
But then, I bet you should just do this flower sweep, this pendulum sweep, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then she closed the guard, which was also good. But then I didn't see if the referee got the. Maybe it was 2 points there, right? For the takedown, probably it was 2 points.
Yeah, I think the problem is we had a lens that is very tight, so we couldn't see what the referee was pointing.
Yeah, probably was 2 points then. So, and Betty got tied.
Was she actually the only one in her weight division, or what happened there?
Oh, Betty?
Yeah.
Yes, but she couldn't fight the weight division because she was the only one opponent. So this was open weight.
She only had open weight.
division,
That's sad.
Now the gi is going out. The referee has to stop. And then, yeah, this becomes a no-gi fight, man. Stop that. Stop. It's not a no-gi, man. Yeah, that's it. You shouldn't initiate from this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But who's doing the referee? I don't want to see the face.
The guy who left, I guess, right?
Yeah, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore.
At that point.
So it starts from standing again. Hannah Wolf attacking the takedown.
Yeah, we have obviously problems with autofocus.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't operate the camera, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't have the same issues.
Yeah, it happens. We're not making $100,000 for this. We're just having for fun. So
Yeah. Anyway, but
it's a hobby
shout
thing.
out to Julia and Marcus' wife who did
very
the who operated the camera and did in most cases a very good job actually for the fact that she did it the first time.
Now it becomes like a judo fight there. Of course, the Hana girl doesn't want to pull the guard because she's more like a judo player. And Betty got a foot sweep. And the girl just immediately fire up to pass. It was very good. She's good. I tell you.
Man, that is a judo lock over there, like going on top for triangle. That is like typical judo style, right?
Judo style, and she's very explosive. She's very she uses her size very well. And she knows what she wants to do. Like she's going around and then chasing for the armbar all the time. That's what she did.
Yeah.
And she did. Yeah. And I was watching. Every challenge, I observe the potential talents around. You know, like those old men who just sit. That kid had the potential.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And then he looked at me and said like, "Oh man, that guy's too old to do anything.
That guy sucks." Yeah, I don't.
Too old to have any future.
Yeah, there's no future anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty old. That's a fact.
No, man, you can fight black belt, master 5. It doesn't matter. The only good thing about BJJ is you can always fight. It doesn't matter how old you get, and there will be always tough people. No matter which division, you're gonna always find good and tough people to fight.
What's happening here? Man, somebody's blocking the view. I don't know if we...
Yeah.
For like 90% we didn't see what's happening actually. Nothing is in focus.
Suddenly there is a close guard again. Maybe the referee regret and said, no, back then it was a close guard, so go back. Hannah is passing, it's like putting pressure to pass. Yeah, she likes to this kind of using knees to cut.
Yeah, pointing knees towards the inside.
She's doing very good pass. Yeah, very good job. Yeah, she went there again. The same thing again. Betty is defending well. I mean, I cannot say Betty is doing some mistake because she's not. She's doing everything good. But the girl is chasing her, cutting through the timing, cutting to the edge all the time. So it becomes difficult. You know?
It does, yeah.
But
and again, like trying to lock in the
all the time this reverse triangle.
The reverse triangle.
But the end goal is the armbar.
So she's going for reverse triangle to control and then
control and to get the
armbar.
armbar. That's what she's been doing a lot. Now she's getting a bit punished a bit. But she's
it's very hard if she needs to readjust her hip to get an armbar from there.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
She's searching for that, but again she lost the control.
But she got 2 points, Betty?
No, I don't think so because the opponent already got an advantage back then.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and she's keep on chasing that
reverse triangle.
That reverse triangle. Yeah, that's her safety. But then Betty has to go the head down and break that hip on their head. See, that's the difference now. Yeah, but it's okay. Like the hip placement, you know, should go close to the head to get the north south. But then she's gonna get turtled in.
Yeah.
That moment, you know, that you could try a windshield wiper and just go to the other side, or just go slowly towards the head and catch the timing to take the back. Yeah, but then turn the hip again. See? Maybe the left hand on the she's doing it. She's doing it. Time was gone.
But he lost, huh?
But he lost with points. But it was a good fight. I cannot say anything like she did mistake. No, I mean, a few things, of course, a white belt level. I mean, I'm judging at the white belt level, not judging at the black belt level.
Sure, yeah. I think that should be also the standard looking at a white belt challenge, right?
Yeah, the standard is like a white belt level. Standard was a good fight, definitely everyone. Both of the opponents, competitors did good.
Let's go for Christian Hähnchen's first fight.
He wasn't fine that fight.
That was his first fight. We had issues with the brightness here, but well, you can still see what happens here.
He been like,
he is very vicious. He goes.
I like that man.
He goes all in. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just pointing it out because that's not everybody's style. But he goes all in. He doesn't stop until he gets his pass, until he gets his mount.
I like that. Buchecha style, you know, like.
Yeah, I'm more like Slav style. I'm just sleeping on the bottom. Man, he got that mount pretty fast actually after passing. Nice.
I mean,
I said that before, and I will repeat myself. He's pretty good at passing. He's a good pressure passer. Definitely one of the best in our dojo.
Yes, he is. Yeah, definitely.
And as I said before, like he doesn't stop until he gets his pass.
Yeah, he listened to my advice. Don't stop until you get it. I tell all the time, don't stop until you get it. If you stop, the guy will place the guard. He will place his game on you. You cannot stop. You cannot let the guy impose his game on you. You have to make him completely overwhelmed.
Yeah,
that's the way I like.
I think this is this aspect we always underestimate is the feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly.
The feeling of, man, I can't do anything right now.
Exactly.
And that puts so much mental pressure on you. Somebody who's constantly fighting, and you realize, man, I don't know what to do.
Exactly.
Then you start to get, the upper hand. Exactly. Only by that pressure.
Only by that pressure. Maybe you're not better than the guy, but just if you move left, right, and throwing his legs away, denying his grips, the guy gets overwhelmed in his head. He will think, I cannot make this.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not good. Maybe the guy has such a good level, but you catch him just by that, just by faking
the passing. Yeah.
The passing, and then he gives you the pass because he believes he doesn't believe in himself anymore.
The only thing that Kiss has to work on, in my opinion, is actually on the submission, on finishing. Actually.
Yeah.
Because his passing is good, his sweeping is solid.
Yeah.
But his finishing potential is the only thing that is missing. Also, when I was fighting against him in the dojo, I realized that this is the only thing that he lacks.
Finishes
the finishing.
Yeah, but
it's fine. I mean, you can win. You can win.
Yes, exactly. People sometimes I had also people complaining at me like, yeah, I can pass, I can control, but I cannot finish. White belts, and I say like, can you control? Then you're already winning. Doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna learn how to finish when you later on in your life. But learn first to control.
I think this is one of the most important things, like control and retaining guard.
And regain training, exactly. Control and defend. If you spend 2 or 3 years of your jiu-jitsu just controlling and defend and studying movements,
you did.
Most of the thing. The 3 years. It's like sounds like a lot of time, a long time, but it's nothing. Like 3 years of just working on control, defending, and movement. Then the rest of your life you're gonna be a good finisher. You're gonna be creative, but just learning how to get that end game, the control.
I think that's one of the most important things. And I realized, and I told that to other people, if you are learning how to defend yourself on the bottom, and regain your guard, then you have half of the game.
Exactly.
And the other half is actually top pressure,
Top
passing,
pressure, yeah.
and pinning and
Pinning,
controlling.
exactly.
This is the other half.
Exactly.
And the rest is actually, everything's on top.
Yeah.
And I realize some people are lacking the two most important things, like attacking and
Exactly.
defending, right?
Exactly.
Everyone wants to learn how to do an armbar. Everyone wants to do how to
Exactly.
do a
Everyone
choke
wants-
and
yeah.
do the crazy finishes, like. But
Fancy sweeps.
yeah, the fancy sweeps and the fancy submissions, flying armbars. Everyone wants to learn this, but at the end,
No, it's good.
that doesn't bring you anything. Yeah, he does. As I said, like if it comes down to passing,
Yeah, he is already very advanced at that.
He's extremely advanced,
He
yeah.
got the concept already.
yeah.
But then I'm very satisfied with that. Passing, controlling. That's it, man.
Yeah.
Finish. No, wait. His first year of jiu-jitsu, man.
Yeah.
His first year of BJJ. What can I expect? Like, give him 2-3 more years, he becomes a finisher. So, but
Yeah.
first control and pass. That's it. And there's always something missing, This, especially in the beginning.
Nobody's game is
Nobody's
complete.
game is complete. Like people, sometimes they complain, but I can't. I am lacking chokes from the side control. Man, it's like take your time.
Yeah,
It's a long journey.
it is. You know what's funny? He looks as exhausted as I am. And I was
Yeah.
only fighting for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
At
man.
the bottom.
This is
And I
fighting
couldn't even stand it. I was so exhausted.
fighting exhausting. That's why you have to pass the threshold. The threshold when your mind says, "I cannot do this anymore." When you pass that, you are good to compete.
Yes. All right, let's take a look at Christoph Kieling's fight.
He has a good.
It's also a very
base.
aggressive
He's
game,
very aggressive. Yeah.
and I kind of like it.
Yeah, I like his style too.
But I think he did just a technical mistake that
Yeah, I remember. I was watching this fight from far, but
I think that was the one when he got mounted. But let's see. I think that was the one when he got mounted.
First now is the underhook. See the half guard thing, but now he's crawling. He came back. Now he's defending the takedown. The guy's working the takedown. Now he could just bring the guy down again, the way he did before. He has this. Yeah, then he landed on the close guard. Yeah. Then now starts. See, he's crossing the lapel inside.
Yeah.
Stop. Can you stop there?
Now we will.
No.
The thing is, we'll just run through because
This crossing the lapel is a problem that I felt a few people doing this. Crossing the lapel on the close guard is
it's very dangerous.
yeah, it leads you to sweep or to the armbar or to the back, like to everything. Sweeps,
Yeah.
armbar, back mount, whatever you can choose, right? So this crossing the lapel is something I have really to talk again
Yeah.
because I see people doing. I saw a few students doing. See, crossing
Yeah.
the lapel again.
Yeah. Cross lapel, yeah.
And then see the hip, pretty
Yeah.
high, crossing the lapel. It's like asking for being swept.
Yeah, you just grab under the knee with the leg and then bring your left leg over and just do an armbar. I think I
Yeah,
even
definitely.
finished him sometime with that. He had the same stance.
This is asking for, and I talk a lot, but I know it's difficult because it requires me talking maybe in 10 times. If I talk only 9, it's not enough. But we have to repeat this drill again. I feel like
Don't bring your arm
Yeah.
over the half of the.
Exactly.
Don't cross the arm.
Don't
Let's
cross
put
the
that.
arm when you're there and don't lift your hip.
Doesn't matter if you.
See, crossing against the hand, his right hand.
That's an easy armbar right there.
This is an easy armbar back, take a sweep. I would maybe, I don't know, maybe all the 3 at the same time. I would maybe try the arm and then take the back.
Well,
and then sweep.
the back tag is a bit hard because he was gripping very hard, so he was controlling the upper body. I think the back tag is something he could prevent, but the armbar is right there.
Armbar is right there, definitely. I would say I would go for the arm and then go for the back and then sweep and then go for the back again and then go for the arm. And yeah, but this is something we have to work on. This is he cost it his fight. He could have won this fight if he just had his base better there, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what is gonna happen. Probably he's gonna get swept or gonna. I didn't see the fight at the end. Probably he's gonna get swept or get finished there because he's asking
I'm
for
pretty
that.
sure he will get swept because I remember that he was on his back and trying to get him off, and then he did also the mistakes we talked about. Like instead pushing the hips, pushing the legs, he was pushing the gi, I think.
Yeah, this is what's been missing to him. The guard is open. See, he could already finish. No, it's not open. Sorry. Yeah, that grip, man. I tell you, that grip and that base. He's putting a lot of pressure towards the neck, but it doesn't bring much. Oh, this is see. I just saw. Oh, this is, and then it happened.
At the beginning, he was trying to go for the hip, but then he was going for the upper body.
And then I feel a bit guilty also because if I was there coaching, he might have done something completely different. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know the problems in the tournament. They couldn't stay there and coach. So yeah, now let's see how he's trying to defend the escape the mount. Yeah, he's somehow breaching a bit.
But also from there is no real bridge. He's lying on his side, right? I mean,
that left arm, that left elbow crossing across the
again,
the
yeah, here
he's giving the back and the armbar.
he could go for high mount, armbar.
Yeah, his elbows.
Also head in what is it?
Had an arm choke.
Head and arm choke, yeah.
Yeah.
And also back take if you cross your arm very much to
now
the side.
He's high mounting.
You can go for a gift grab.
He's going too much up. It's what I say in the training. Although it looks uncomfortable, the guy's chest on your face, you shouldn't care about that.
Yeah.
And work on your elbows.
Yes. He was just holding. I think he was not even interested in finishing. He was just.
He's right. He's absolutely right. He just hold there.
Why not? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
He's doing a good job, the guy. That definitely is what he's supposed to do. Only if he notices that the guy on the top stops, then you go for a finish. You know?
Yeah.
And the guy, the coach is like tapping the back. Yeah, but that's it. But coach had it.
Yeah, some coaches went to the mat very aggressively, so they were almost on
Fighting.
the mat, almost fighting. Man, they could just push me over, you know. Sometimes it was very, very close.
Yeah,
Close contact.
I mean, I need a few rules, but you know, overall this is a whitebelt challenge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. All right, so let's go to Karima's.
Yeah. I saw this fight. The half, I believe. I went there. The referee is in the front of the camera.
Man, referee, stop doing this. Who's this?
Now the girl is doing the same mistake, crossing the lapel. It's like a white belt problem, man. Crossing the lapel and try to choke from the top and give the hip that high, offering an armbar, offering back take, offering sweep, offering everything. Karima's climbing up.
I think what I will do is I will try to armbar everyone when I see
That's
that.
definitely, yeah, definitely. Okay, but it's so obvious there, like it's so open. The armbar is so tempting, right?
Yeah, for me it is often.
Yeah, it's there, man. I would attack the arm also.
Just to prevent this very crucial mistake. I felt like she wasn't black.
No. I mean, the girl was doing the same mistake as Chris also. It's like it's a white belt flu, you know.
Yeah.
And probably her coach also advised 1,000 times about the same thing that I advised, but
look, she was going for it.
But then she didn't fix it. She didn't lock to the elbow, no?
Yeah. The shoulder. The hip needs to go very high.
Yeah.
Locking, almost gluing to the shoulder.
Yeah.
And from there, you hook in.
But then I remember this. Then I guess she swept, but she had this problem of sweeping but not standing.
Yeah. She
But
needs to get in between her legs.
Yeah, but
For the sweep.
she's doing this reversing thing all the time, and she's But then the startle problem now. No? Don't reverse so much that you give the throttle.
I think what people should do is as soon as they don't get the arm bird, they are open for a pass or back attack, right?
Yeah.
So what they should do is bring their legs in, right there. I mean, as soon as you notice, okay, you don't get the arm, you can't finish from bottom, then just bring your leg in between their legs for single leg X, for X guard, for whatever. It doesn't even matter what it is, but to prevent the passing, right? And to have control.
Nice, that was good, man. She did. She said, "This was the absolute." Then she
wasn't the absolute.
Yeah, this was the absolute fight. Her guard replacement was very good from the turtle. She grabbed the leg from the outside. She was sitting. She pulled the half guard, knee shield, and swept.
Yeah,
that was very, very good one. Now she could have taken the back, but it's okay. Trying to get the underhook there, but then her hand should be on the ground.
Look at
when the back was open, but then she closed the guard. It doesn't matter. But it was a sweep, right? It was 2 points because it was in the half guard. So.
Was it in the half guard? Oh yeah, right. It was open, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't give any points, right?
Yeah, thanks. But
well, look, she's going for an arm, but then again, like she's pulling.
She forgot the hand. You have to grab the hand.
Grab the hand, and also as again, like it's very important to be as close as possible to the shoulder, right?
Yeah, I see this thing now. I get like very nervous as if it's now, but it's past. Like trying to scream, do that. Yeah, she tried to take the back. But she missed the grips on the pants and loading with the shin. Of course, it takes time to learn this thing, but she's trying. Like the same thing I like doing.
I think she. What I'm surprised is that she really puts a lot of attacks in, and I didn't notice that she was going that offensive for submissions.
Yeah, triangle. Yeah, that's. I mean, she's fighting really good.
Now she gets stacked.
Yeah, she gets stacked because that's the thing about triangle. You cannot stay under the person. You have to walk your shoulders away, push your knee, so you are far enough from the person. You cannot stay close on your triangle, otherwise your hip doesn't move around. So
I did the mistake several times, and I'm still doing it. I mean, it's not like.
If you notice that your hip gets stuck, you have to move your way, otherwise you cannot finish. Now she's putting the De La Riva there. Really good.
Yeah, very, very diverse.
She has a very diverse game. We see her doing everything, like the knee shoot, half guard, De La Riva,
sweeping, nice.
Sweeping. Now she stood up, got the points, and then there was one moment that I got extremely annoyed because she was passing. She was doing everything right. She could just cut the knee through and pass.
Like here?
Yeah. She was doing this, and then take a look. Now she's gonna stand up. No, see, she's gonna sit.
She's sitting.
No, that's
giving up 2 points, right?
This is just giving the person the points. Just giving the fight. Just say, give here.
Sometimes I would like to see the scoreboard because I didn't know if that was the reason why.
No, she won this.
She won.
She won this fight. But you never do this. You never just in the garden just sit, give up like this. Only if you have a real good plan. If you already know what you're doing, like this black belt adult guys, they have a plan in their mind,
But only the really
good guys. You are sacrificing the position for something bigger, something greater. But
you're working on secretly.
Yeah, but never do this. And then the rule of thumb, like no.
Yeah, just no.
Oh, Lexi against Hannah again. Interesting.
I mean, Lexi was fighting for to get the weight, right? Because she didn't want to go one weight division higher. And is she facing her in that weight division?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's not a good trade-off, isn't it?
I still believe that this is her weight division
Yeah?
definitely. Yeah, lightweight is too much for her. Like not like too much weight, too much pressure. Like people are lightweight, they're too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the girl. There was 2 points for Lexi there, I believe, because the girl was trying to take down, but then she pulled the guard instead. But then it was like a 2 points like scenario there. And now Lexi's on the guard. Let's see what she's gonna be doing.
Somebody was telling her something. Was it Joe?
I was there. I was coaching. I remember I was coaching.
Because I don't have the sound, so I can really hear this time.
I was coaching 2 fights, and there was one fight I was refereeing against.
Yeah, that's right. You refereed your own students, right?
Yeah, it's like unfortunate, but I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the Hannah is already attacking the arm. That's
Yeah.
what she likes. She's a
She's an
armbar hunter. Yeah, see, and that becomes difficult when somebody just likes doing. In this moment, Lexi, it's difficult to say, but stepping around over the head like this or stacking like this, but not. Yeah, but she's it's difficult to say. Yeah, like I would like to walk around, jump around over the head, but
Yeah.
then you end up in another scenario. Then she chases you in a triangle, and it becomes like when you allow this, when you allow the armbar to come.
All right.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it happens. This is the fight. This is jiu-jitsu. Okay, next one. Cannot say she should have protected the elbows. It's too much to ask. If the person's already knowing that she's chasing the armbar.
Yeah, I mean, for somebody who goes very aggressive on the armbar, knows what to do. I think she did a okay job. I mean, it's not like she did anything bad or anything.
No, she didn't do anything bad. It happens.
It's just somebody was more efficient in getting the arm.
Exactly. So that's it. No, it wasn't a big mistake involved. So Marcus also, he's presenting a good stance, but that grip, he's controlling now the grip. He's aware of the grip. That's very important. I see his right hand.
Yeah.
Aware of the grip, and the guy not so much.
Excellent. Yeah.
Now the guy got the grip inside. Marcus should grab that hand should go over the left grip should go over there. And there's a good grip fight going on there. Both are fighting, also putting head to head. Now he's trying leg trip, and the other guy also.
No.
Oh, he was off balance now, the blue guy, but it's okay.
Man, all this leg tripping exhausts me. That's why I just took guard.
And now, I know. Taking down is very exhausting, and only worth 2 points. So that's why a lot of people would just pull guard.
But then again, you get top position, and that's worth a lot.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yes. They're only good about taking down. If you take him down already, like in a side control or or mounting, then it's the jackpot.
Yeah.
Now it's a scramble. Scramble. Who stands on the top gets the 2 points. And he stayed on the top. He got the 2 points. That was very good. Now referee stop. His shoulder is out, and the guy's arm might be trapped around his lapel, something like that. In this moment, you say "parou," and then you just bring the gi again, and then you say goodbye.
Maybe he waits for him to pass or get another stable position.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is the plan is?
Yeah, but it's off guard, and he has underhook. He's don't get swept there, please. Yeah.
He gets the position.
Yeah, there's that half guard scenario where you have the underhook. If you have the underhook, you move your hip low. If you have a cross face, you move your hip 90 degrees towards the opponent. And if you don't get anything, you get the legs.
He fixates
the legs,
the legs and the hips pretty good here.
He did what we trained this a few weeks ago, no?
See, it works. It's
It
not
works.
like people not listening to you.
Yeah, he listened. At least Marcus listened.
Well, that's something good.
Yeah, and now, he got the 3 points also for the pass. And now that hip dynamics, he has to be more dynamic on the hips there. Not that he's not doing anything wrong, but in order not to land on the guard again. he has to rotate the hip, also around, not. Oh, he was resetting the wrong position. He wasn't like that. He had the arm on the leg there.
Yeah, like that's right.
Yeah. But he's holding the bottom leg. That's what counts. Yeah, hold that bottom leg. Otherwise, he breaks you on on the half guard, and that's what happened to him. Now the guy's attacking the neck, probably. But I don't think. Yeah, it's the tide.
He's exhausted.
The guy looks exhausted, yeah. And Marcus just should be holding there, and find the opportunity to pass because he's winning anyway, and might be already half of time. He just could slow down a bit to breathe. The guy needs to work for attacks, and then when he initiates the attacks, he might expose the pass again.
Which he does. I mean, he's going from Kimura right now. But
And Robert on the background is like doing some gestures there, like he's getting very, very passionate.
yeah,
My good friend Robert, I like that guy very much. Now, yeah, see, he's opening the opportunity to pass. As I said,
and he's doing
the moment he's
good job.
yeah, the other lapel, he's grabbing the wrong lapel. If you want to control the shoulder near to you, you have to grab the other lapel. I just talked so much about this lapel game.
Oh, here's an inside pants grip, right?
No, I just checked. It wasn't. Yeah, the guy is working. I wouldn't chill like if I was Marcus there because his arm looked crossed under the bar. Yeah. Whoa, that was good timing.
Passing.
Yeah, it was a good timing.
He's controlling. Yeah, he's doing a good job. Overall, I mean, he's passing, he's controlling, he's holding.
Yes. Good job. I mean, yeah, that was a good job.
Yeah, I was actually surprised by his very solid performance.
Yeah. He's more that kind of person that he's more like when fighting he does everything right, and then in the training he tries things out a lot, but when fighting he knows he selects what works and he just goes for what is working,
Yeah.
He's not trying anything fancy, anything new, but what he knows, and then he just do what he knows. That's what's supposed to fight this way.
Oh, let's take Tom fights. Tom had a lot of fights. I think he had the most fights.
Yeah, Tom just came pretty late. He was almost DQ'd, and then he entered this fight completely like he just been called many times, and then when he enters, completely chill out. Oh, I said, change now. You're gonna be disqualified, and then he just put the gi and entered without being warm and without anything.
I think that what happened to me also in the first fight.
Yeah,
I was very late, and I was I didn't do a warm up.
The arm's locked. Don't know, but not. Yeah, you just sprawl like on the arm and then lock him. Yeah, but he's chasing the back there. He's trying the clock choke.
Yeah.
But then he could just put the hip down, and then if the grips are not that warm, I wouldn't go for putting all pressure there on the neck. I would just slide my hand toward rear naked choking.
I think that happens very often because I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong there, but if you go for a rear naked choke and gi, it's sometimes not that easy to get.
It's not easy. No, it's not easy, man. The lapel
choke is much easier to get.
He's warming up. I just feel like he just put a lot of pressure on that grip.
He likes to use the lapel, huh?
Yeah. And then now the guy is putting that lapel around his leg. I remember I said, be careful, the lapel
guard.
Like everybody is signing up to that lapel guy, and then
trying to do the
copy the lapel and stuff.
Also,
it's not bad, but you should learn to control first.
Yeah, but not many people are doing it. I mean, I think Paulo Miao is doing it sometimes.
Yeah,
Kinyo Kunyu is most famous one.
Yeah,
and then it's very rare and few between.
Yeah, now he got the points back. He just swept right back.
I hope he gets trapped there.
No. I mean, Tom, he improved so much. Like
he did. He did. I mean, he's very technical in my opinion.
So
for a big guy,
Yeah.
which is rarely. Sometimes I see, and sometimes it's just smash. And
No,
he goes, especially when we fight. He try to go more for technique than pressure and strength.
he's so patient. Also, he notices every detail. I tell stuff to him. I give him the insights, and he's just like, all right. And then I see him sparring later. He just implements everything like in a good way. Like he just gets everything.
Yeah.
Every little piece of advice he processes in his own jiu-jitsu, and he modifies to himself. Takes what makes sense, and he works on his own jiu-jitsu. See the guy taking
First the belt and then the
Yeah,
lapel,
yeah.
whatever he gets. But
Yeah.
that is actually that allowed. I think
It is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Using
the belt as
yeah.
for a guard play.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you just put it in loose, right?
When you lose, so the belt goes out.
This becomes a problem if somebody really wants to play lapel guard with a belt or a belt guard, whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's the problem there. This lapel stuff is always like.
Yeah, I thought about trying it out, so just catching people off guard, but I need to train it a little bit more.
Yeah, you need to learn control first, and then you can go on this kind of more. It's a good control. It's a very good control.
Especially if somebody wants to rush you,
Yeah, it's a good control. You stop the person.
you stop the person really hard.
Yeah, but learn all the kinds of control first.
Yeah.
Learn the overall rules of control, overall rules of keeping your leverage and disrupt the leverage of your opponent and stuff, and then go for it. But then if you just memorize like these two moves because they're cool, then it becomes a vicious thing, because it works and it works, and at some point it doesn't work anymore because you get the highest levels, and then the people
Catching
they,
up to
ca-
it.
yeah.
They know what the game is.
They
and
know how to distribute the weight. They know what the principles of how to keep the leverage and posture and all these things. It doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, nice pass there.
Yeah. He's doing a good job. That's why I'm not even commenting, because there's nothing I see like extremely bad there. I'm like, no, everything is good for a white belt level. I mean, I mean, jiu-jitsu is evolving so fast, and this generation, very good. This generation of white belts, like
is much higher than the generation before.
before, and my generation, oh god, would be so deeply smashed there.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like the opponents I had were pretty solid actually, especially in Nogi. Pretty good opponents.
Yeah, I
which would you wouldn't see them as in white belts, And
It's like insane. This is like, I never thought of like white belt challenge should be like a tournament where people do a lot of mistakes and we just stay in the corner and say like, all right, now we have our she's already mounting.
it starts in the middle of nowhere. We just have no time. We need to go. Yeah, Vivi had also pretty solid performance and also a lot of fights.
Yeah.
I noticed that she's pretty good in passing. When I was training with her, she did really well. I felt she knows the controls and how to get around them. It's just between me and her, I think strength is the difference.
Yeah,
that makes a difference between me and her in defending her passes and not.
She has a good idea about control already. She's controlling very well. And then she likes this game, like quarter mount, quarter mount, quarter guard, or what's the name? Quarter guard, mount, and then.
Why? And you get points, right? I mean,
and there's 7 points for that.
What happens if I just sneak in my foot between the legs?
People do this a lot. They just forget the foot there.
Yeah. Oops, my foot is there again. after I passed, and then I pass again.
7
Nice.
points for this movement. I say like there are a few things in BJJ that
I think also the sweeping of 50-50 should be removed. The sweeping of 50-50 guards and getting 2 points for that every time makes up for the most boring fight in the history of BJJ.
It could be like the one who opens the 50. Like if you're on the top, if you open the 50, then it's nothing, of course. But if it goes back and forth, and the other person lands on the top and opens your 50, then you should get awarded points.
Oh, there your foot gets
now
back.
again, and then she pass again, 7 points. So this is the most highest reward thing in BJJ. You just get there, get the other hook, pass again, and get 7 points.
Low risk, high reward.
Extremely low risk, extremely high reward move. This game is like if you wanna collect 100-0 in a fight, you just stay there.
New world record.
And she's doing this pretty good. She's always searching for this quarter mount.
Yeah, and she does a very nice crossface for controlling her upper body, and it's pretty decent.
For a featherweight, she has a good top pressure. There.
Yeah, she does.
Another 7 points.
She doesn't leave any inch.
Yeah.
She leaves no space at all. Also bringing her feet below her hip and almost not crossing it, but bringing her feet together is a very nice control.
It's a good control, and then she's like, I wouldn't go for the hand, I would go for the elbow there.
Look, man, how deep she buries her feet under her hip. That is almost. It's very hard to get out of there. And the fight is over.
Fight's over. And then, but typically, like I saw her doing this every time. Like she likes to go there and then half guard and then quarter mount, and then mount, and then quarter mount, and then mount.
Yeah, man, it's effective. Huh?
This is very effective.
Nice.
Stay there, hold the position and chill there.
Very solid fight. Yeah. Now we saw almost every first fight of the gi matches, and now we continue to the next part.
Part 2, alright.
Well, we started with my fight. Pretty short fight, actually. So
that's good. Nice patch.
Nice patch, man.
Patch. Yeah. This design of
the most
Gabriel,
important thing.
Yeah, but this design I really like this logo, man. It's like really good made, Gabriel. The guy trying a kind of footlock, right? But then he missed the footlock and sacrificed his arm.
He did. Oh, that's it. Not much to talk about.
Yeah, no. The initiation was missing the control. No, his initiation was missing the control. So this happens many times. Sometimes you go and then you miss something.
Let's go for Chris' fight. It's in the middle of the fight.
He's already mounting.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, very good. Everyone is doing a good job so far.
Chris again, solid passing.
The guy
also he passed him very.
The guy is exhausted on the bottom, and I feel his pressure on my.
Even I get exhausted, seeing him, mounting him.
He's bridging on his last power now.
Chris is really relentless. Comes down to, as I said, like getting the position he wants.
Searching for that elbow arm.
Yeah. He doesn't want to get put back to.
Yeah, the guy did a good job. Defended the
half guard.
Yeah, he defended the mount. And Chris is searching for the underhook crossface pressure. Either you stay with the crossface or with the underhook. I'm not a fan of having both. I told you already why. Many times I talk about this. This half guard, crossface, underhook pressure. This is not something I am really fan of.
Yeah,
either you get one or the other, but or none of them and go for the legs.
Yes.
But stick with both like this, you lock yourself. Seems like those one of those things in BJ that seems like you are good, but in good position, but actually you put yourself in a bad position.
He should have sprawled, right?
You should have sprawl. He should have had his knee on the ground. When his knee is up like this, he cannot free the hook. He has to put the knee on the ground and move the hook, like doing this circular movement, like this windshield wiper, you know.
No.
And then the hook goes out very easily.
No.
If the knee is if the knee is in the air, he cannot move. Yeah, fight is over. There's a teddy bear on the ground.
Teddy bear down.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't see the fight, the fight, but pretty sure he did a fire pass and end up controlling the fight. So I don't care about finishing. I mean, I only do care if the defenses are doing good. The first thing I want to see, like if the students are doing a good defense, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the second thing I want to see is a good control. But then the priority is actually putting the priority is a good defense. If somebody's on the match and surviving, not getting stepped, like it's a good thing.
All right, let's go over to Leon's fight.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it completely, but I saw parts of it.
Yeah,
So the middle of the fight, he has top control.
yeah, he
North south, he likes to go there often.
he was winning, right? He was. He had everything to get that fight. He was in a good position, like grabbing that belt, but then he lost the control on the other side. But then he regained again the north south, grabbing that pains there. Okay, so he has an over underhook on the north south, but then his hip sees too high. He could have dropped the hip on the guy's head. Yeah, now he's doing it. Yeah. Because see, when the hip is too high, see the guy goes, but then he follows to take the back, and then he should just adjust in the hip or just keep on moving with the guy, and then he lost it. But then when you are in this place like this, you
could go for the arm here.
Go for the arm, like open that elbow so the guy comes over you again, you know. Or when you see like that, you just then it's the moment to regain your shield or that's where he should have followed, you know, and end up in a. But then he sweeps.
Yeah.
But then the standing up part, like just having the hands on the ground and then standing up, going for the lapel.
He needs to stand up a little bit faster, actually, fighting a little bit more to get his foot.
The guy is crossing the foot, but
that's not nice.
on the balls, yeah. Now he's grabbing one lapel. It's okay.
Now he gets the pressure of his foot.
Yeah, I would turn to the other side, and then turn and then stand up. But then he got it. Like he was doing a good. He's doing everything good. Like his movement, his hips are moving according. Like he's lowering his hip down. Now he has that overhook. He could go to the down. That was the problem. See, he lost his balance and he fell straight past.
I think he should have gone with a long step there, right?
Yeah.
Fast long step and then control the upper body. Maybe get the back.
And then see the guy mounted, and then everything went wrong. But you know, this is how fight it is, you know. There was that moment he lost his balance, he felt on the ground and he felt already completely off guard, and then and he was already exhausted. You can see he's breathing heavy from here, and then the guy
because
was
his movement, his breathing is restricted by he puts his weight on him. The gi is on the face. You can't really breathe.
And then things go wrong when you are mounted like this. You just think like, all right, you know,
let's have some breakfast.
That's it. Let me just wait until it's finished. I won't tap, not to disappoint my coach, you know, but I just stay here and don't bridge anymore. I don't care about getting out.
But little he know that his coach was busy, so he didn't watch.
Yeah, so he could.
So he just could have done.
Yeah, exactly, and say, okay, now go home.
But at the same time, he was still fighting, no gi so.
Yeah, but that was balance. He lost the moment he would try to take the back, and the guy stood up with him, and then he fell on the ground completely off guard, and then the guy used the opportunity and just mounted him.
What's weird is that he doesn't try to escape or doesn't push his knee down, because I think he's afraid of the choke. I don't know what's happening down there.
Maybe he's tired.
Can't really. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, that tired?
Yeah, maybe he's just.
Nah, he restricts his breathing. I think that's the issue.
Yeah, I would just lock the guy's arm and then bridge him like this, so he opens the space, and then I put mine. But he's not bridging. He's bridging very, very, doing a very shy bridge. But the guy's also disconnecting his hip all the time.
Yeah.
Becomes very, yeah.
I think also he's a bit too high, so I don't
Yeah.
think that he should also push him a little bit down.
Push him a bit down, yeah.
To use the power of the hips, I would like to say.
Using the power of the hips. Yeah. I mean, I see. He's like now, like completely like, all right, let me just wait.
He's thinking about the Mexican food which he
Yeah.
had in the evening.
Exactly. It's okay. I mean, it was the only thing I can say was the off. He tried to take the back, but the guy stood up, and he kept on following, which was good. But then he got off balance, and then he felt completely on the side control already with the guy on the knee on the belly, and then he couldn't. From there, he couldn't.
I think that won't happen again to him because I feel like his mount escaping, is actually pretty solid, but he might had not the opportunity because he was too gassed out.
To guess out, yeah, that turning to the back when you stand up, when you go that, and then you lose everything, you fall on the side. It's also for the head. It's like something you say, like, all right.
Okay, we go to Marco's key fight, second key fight.
Ah, that guy. I know this. Didn't see this fight, but I remember that his opponent got, I guess, first place or something. Yeah. Yeah. Now see the hand should be on the framing now, framing side, not. That hand should be pushing his face. Yeah, now he's pushing his face. Yeah. Yeah, he has
He has both legs, right?
yeah, he has both legs. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so he could
awkward
for a sweep. I
yeah,
mean,
awkward positions. Yeah.
man, almost the back.
Just lock that as strong as you get. Don't let the knees fall out, and then see what you can get there.
For that pitbull choke or whatever that control is, or Kazakitami. No, it's not Kazakitami, but it's it's a pitbull choke. Just
Yeah. Now he has just to follow the other way. He just to turn under the guy.
yeah.
And don't wait for the guy to turn. Yeah. But then he got up. It was good. Now he should lock his legs. So he has now cross face. Or he has the other hook. He has both. And then when he has both, this happens. He gets unstable. Was the half guard. Problem there was his base on the half guard was... then he got the points. And the guy got the points. And now he's trying to attack something from the close guard there. Tried to break the guy's posture. The guy is standing up. He goes for the leg. Keep the leg closed. Keep the leg closed. And then his hip is high again. See. And then he's crossing the grip. Another person's crossing. Yeah, very nice. No, yeah, open the base. Wow, 6 points. I guess I remember that fight. I was refereeing on the other mat. I just saw the end, and I was so like annoyed. Like, you almost got it. See that?
Ooh, the
No, yeah, these things like people are losing this bridging opportunities to get to the back or
he should bring his leg over
the
other side.
The head. Yeah,
over the head. He has
yeah,
much
maybe-
more control.
maybe
Even
s-
though he doesn't get a triangle or something, he has much more control
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the legs on the other
I
side.
would lock the close guard again just for safety reasons,
Yeah.
just because he was
does.
already winning. He's already getting like more points than the opponent, so that's the time to slow him down.
Yes.
Especially now he looks tired, so
Both look tired.
yeah. It's time to slow the fight down a bit and let the guy work for.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Now he could stand up again and get the points again.
Get the points.
But the
or-
guy's controlling his arm, I guess. Get the back. Yeah, that was. I guess he was try to attack the back, and then I don't know if he got the points. Yeah, he got the points for the back, right? Yeah, the 4 points there.
I think. Huh?
Yeah,
I mean, that's hooks are in.
Yeah, 4 points.
So
That's the moment you lock the bar triangle and never allow the guy to escape again. Or, yeah, go mount again. Go mount. Ah, he lost the mount. Yeah, then that's the point. You lock the close guard and don't ever allow the guy to open that again, you know. Then he let, yeah, that's what's the mistake. I remember this. I was suffering from
it's not only the refereeing,
far.
not
then-
only the referee job, but also the
Now his
coaching.
his right arm should be below the hip, like framing the hip, and then the guy mounted him. It was like, for me, it's like, it was the end, you know. I was like so pissed off.
so- but I think he still did a good job. Yeah.
He did an amazing job. Yeah, I just pissed off the situation because I couldn't
Push him
scream.
down.
Yeah, like if I was there, I believe I could help him. You know?
Yes.
I was so annoyed. Like I was seeing everything from there, like all these little transitions happening. And I could just say, lock him there and don't let him move, you know,
Yeah.
and wait for the time. don't commit, you know. See, then he got. This happens because he was already tired, I believe. Right at the end, those 6 points was lost, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, this was good fight anyway. I
Yeah.
can't say that he did a bad job. I can just say that he needs experience in the fight, because when he's experienced fighter, he will know when to go a bit slow and keep the guy a bit longer in the close guard.
Yes. You know, fight more technical, knowing when you need to control a position, hold
Yeah.
a position.
Though he went to stop a bit, to take a breath, and they make the guy work for you, and then move on. You know.
Yes. All right. Now we have a lot of Tom fights right now.
Yeah.
So let's go through them.
This is his second fight, right?
No, I think it's his third. But the second we saw, there was one fight where we didn't record the whole fight because there were simultaneously several people fighting,
Yeah.
and we needed to focus on one person. And since I don't know,
He's
but Tom had the most fights. Also, one of the most fights we recorded. So
he pulled the guard there. He
fine.
didn't care. He just wanted to go to the La Riva. It was very good to see that he's like pulling a guard, because I see him more on the top.
yeah. Yeah, he is actually somebody who tries both positions, but I see him more often on the top position.
And he's trying a back kick. I'm not sure what his plan is. And he has the knee shield. He has another hook. He's in a dogfight position, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know that position.
I remember that because I said I was screaming to him, just take the leg, you know. But then he got the points. Yeah,
For sweeping now.
yeah.
Man, that's... Well, the thing is, why we only have a tight frame here is because I put on the wrong lens for that, and I'm sorry for that, but...
Yeah, but
We have to deal with
we
it.
still can see a lot what's going on. Yeah, I'm very. I see the fight so far. I didn't see the fights when I was there working.
I think everyone did a good job.
Really
It's
good.
like-
Yeah, I'm very happy.
I mean, it's... Maybe not everyone won, but that's not the issue,
It's
I
not
think.
the issue. I don't think it's the issue either. I don't care about this actually. Like having champs, né?
Let's,
Like, I
let's
don't
be
care.
honest. I mean, we had last year. We had several fights won because of the mistake of the other people.
Exactly.
And also some were disqualified,
Exactly.
and we got an easy win. And
Exactly.
looking back at it, I think that's much bigger improvement to last year and the performance of our students.
We are celebrating 2 years in November, and we scored the third place.
Yeah, it's as I said, like if you just go away from the numbers and the points we scored and the medals we scored, I think we overall see the improvement and the little adjustments people do, and the overall skill that rises on every level.
Definitely, man. That as a white belt level, I'm very happy. That's the only measurement we have now, since we don't have so many color belts yet.
Does a good job framing, but he doesn't get his knee in. Now he does.
He got the knee. Now he has the guard again. I don't know what his plan was for this fight. Because I see him always fighting on the top, you know. Like, I don't know why he wanted to play guard in this fight.
Yeah.
I mean, not that he's doing a bad job, but why?
Now good sweeping position. Oh man,
Yeah, he's taking the. I remember that he's taking like the neck. I remember I saw this fight. Like he was trying to take the neck, and maybe it took the guy down. I believe, I don't remember anymore. From there, he used the opportunity to bring the guy down. Yeah, took the guy down. Then end up on the outside.
And now the focus is not doing its job. Yeah, it's I'm so sorry for that.
He took the guy down 2 points. And already initiate the pass. Now he's more on his game. Right? Now he's
I think top game is something that he likes to do.
He's good at it.
And he's very experienced in my opinion. Also the passing, you see that knee that goes over his head, and he knows how to pass from there.
Yeah.
And if he gets rid of the...
It looks like he ended up in a triangle there, but the triangle was very, very like loose. He's just the guy. It was more like a holding grip than a submission grip, but then he got rid of that. I remember, and he lowers his hip very strongly on the guy, and he has puts a lot of pressure. Everyone was doing good job. There's not so many mistakes. Last year were so many mistakes, but I don't see so many mistakes in any of the fights.
That's what I thought. I mean, looking at the fights and also looking at the fights right now.
Now I remember this. I didn't see this fight. I was busy, but I just remember checkmate against checkmate. This kid is 15 years old, and is lightweight. He's like Is
it light or feather?
He's light or feather. I don't know. Like he's a very.
No, he was not fighting in my division, so he was not feather.
Maybe he's then lightweight, but he's like this kid who just is training BJJ now. Like he's wants to do it professionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he will.
Good luck with
succeed.
that.
Hopefully, yeah. It would be cool.
This is fresh.
Huh?
No, he works with this pressure. Normally, he doesn't have a mouthpiece, right? Oh, that's dangerous.
He doesn't stop. See, he searches for the takedown and. Yeah, checkmate against checkmate. That was interesting to see. See, he's so solid. He passes really good.
Goes directly to north south. Knows that big guy can be in danger in side control.
Yes, exactly. That's the game. Go north south, man. Side control is not a good position, man. Just go north-south. Like north-south side control, but I mean like north-south side control.
Yeah, I see some people doing it. Leon, for example, he doesn't go to side control.
No,
He goes immediately
straight to north-south.
And you have also more options for submission, I feel.
Yes, straight to north-south.
I mean, high percentage submissions.
That's
Submissions you have from everywhere, but
yeah. See, he's reverting. He's not. See, that's the thing. He didn't stop. You see, he doesn't stop until he get there. And that's when you see people doing this. You know, this is a quality of of somebody who understood the game. Don't stop.
Yeah,
You see that the Tom, he disengaged. He was so naively disengaging. The guy just kept on following. You know. Again, see, he goes. He doesn't stop.
No.
And because the referee said no. Tom got swept twice because he was like, oh, let me disengage a bit, you know, and then the guy like, yeah, but there is no paro here, you know, so we are still fighting. He took the opportunity and swept him twice. Pulling guard again. Reverting.
Trying.
Going for a triangle, yeah. Again, didn't work. Right away, leave the triangle and go for something else. See, and he doesn't stop moving. See, that's also he's fighting a heavy guy. He cannot stop moving. He's always moving, seeing his hip high, and then again going for the belt.
Why is he not doing what he does to me? Gripping the pants, man. Grip the pants.
He's trying to grip the pants.
Yeah, now, but before that, he was not. I mean, he's trying to pass my guard very often, and the only thing he needs to do is grip the pants on the knee.
The knee, he's escaping the hip.
He's not controlling the knees, man.
Now he gets the lapel again. Yeah, but
he knows.
But the kid is doing the job. You know, that's the problem. When you're not putting your rhythm, that he will be doing. See, he's reverting again, pushing the knee again, the space closing. The guy gets frustrated, attacking the arm. You know, now he got past. Yeah. But then he doesn't give up the pass, so the knee is coming in again, he's reverting again, so he's gonna change again. See, he
just needs to work with his pressure more.
He has to work on his pressure. He disengaged too much. If he disengaged like this,
because he had it wasn't a normal planta, but his arm was a little bit trapped, but then just pushed down his knee, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the thing there is that Tom has to work on the pressure, stay tight. And then he's giving space. And the moment you give space to a lighter guy, he will be working on you.
Man, that kid needs definitely buy a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
That's
now he's gonna. If he stays like this, he's gonna get swept again because he just stopped. He has to get close, and use the weight.
Yeah, I don't understand, because if he's fighting me and he knows that he has sometimes issues passing my guard, he just grabs my pants and turns his knuckles in, and he passes my guard easily. Why?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he take the time to get a pants grip?
And he has to go a bit slow. He's trying to he tries to move side to side and move fast. With a lighter guy, he has to just stay and lock him
and use more of the pressure.
Use more the hips, use more the chest. Yeah. Otherwise, the guy will be keep on reverting, moving around, inserting the knee around. The boy's doing the what he's supposed to do.
No, he's doing a good job. I mean, there's nothing bad I can tell about it. He also used the foot to bring him out of balance, even though there was no sweep, but still, good job.
I guess there was like Tom should just use other approach.
Which I don't understand. Why are people just putting the weight on the upper body and try to run into you when they are in close guard?
I don't know. Everybody's doing this mistake. Not only all people, but everyone.
Yeah. Interesting.
It was definitely a good fight. It was interesting to see also how the.
But it's be honest here. I mean, the overall quality was high. The opponent was good.
Yeah.
Tom was doing good.
Yeah. The only thing that was decisive in this fight was the who is doing the game. Like Tom was doing this movement game against a guy who needs who will work with that. So
Yes.
he will be always behind. You know, he should be like this old man style, like heavy game.
Like Rodrigo.
Yeah, like bring your knees down and lock the hips. You know, and don't move. You know, stay
Yeah.
there.
That's right.
Because the guy will give up once and won't give you the pass.
Here's the last gi fight. And also her last gi fight.
Against the Hana girl, yeah.
We see her very often.
2 points, right?
Wait, wasn't she pulling guard? Was it
No,
takedown?
yes, because she pulled guard off balance. You know, I would give
yeah.
definitely give the 2 points for that.
Alright.
When the opponent initiates something against you and then you pull and then you fall on the ground,
Yeah.
that's 2 points. If you pull guard first, then it's not 2 points.
Her opponent likes to stand up. You know, at that moment, I think we need to work a little bit more of the getting between the legs, right? Hooking in or getting like an X guard, or whatever it is. I mean,
Locking the person so the person doesn't move that way that the girl moved. And now the hands on the back. See, that hand should be behind, on the front of the person's body, not on the back, like her left hand. Her left hand should be on the front, not on the back. Like, this is a mistake people do a lot. But then it starts already. When you feel you're being passed, you should turn that hand to the front. Otherwise, she will pass. She's on the half guard, but it will be easy for her to pass because no frame involved, so the pass is free.
yeah.
That grip, the grip on the back, like on the shoulder,
This is useless.
is useless. It's helping the person actually on the bottom because it keeps you tight on her.
No. It's the panic grip. What I
The
would call
panic
it.
grip, yeah, this is not a good one. Definitely not a good reaction.
Let's give it a name. Panic grip.
The panic grip, yeah, was a good name. Because see, you're locking the person more close to you. It's like you're helping the person actually to increase the pressure over you.
Yeah.
She's trying to put the shin. Yeah, but then there's the only thing missing is that grip. If the grip was pushing the girl's head, then she would be in the knee shield.
Yeah.
Then it would be very good for her. But
Right at the end, she was actually framing. Before that, she was pulling her down, but she should have framed on the neck. That's unfortunate. But yeah, but she's still doing a good job fighting that leg, so she doesn't mount. So
the girl's trying to.
that's actually not that bad.
No, not bad.
Especially she's very aggressive and passing. She does, yeah, it's, again, like a really good job defending her mounting on and then proceeding. But now she frees her leg, almost passes. The knee is barely in on the hip.
Yeah, but this grip is this grip behind the head. Is,
Yeah, now she gets an armbar.
Yeah, but you know where the armbar started? Yeah. This is a very difficult one.
Just tap here.
Yeah, it's like it could just go behind the head,
Oh,
but then
so nice of them that they don't break their arms each other, because if I would be in there.
the armbar started with the grip behind the neck.
Yeah, I saw that moment though.
The armbar just only existed because of the grip. If we didn't,
Keep the
if
the arm close.
there was no armbar involved with the, but then
But still, a good job.
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
good job,
I
of
mean, her fighting on the bottom and the defense and the knee control, so she wouldn't pass. I think it was pretty solid. Actually, one of the most solid half guard defense and half guard retentions I've seen.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good one.
On the mat, so pretty good. I would actually say let's have a little break for now,
Yeah.
and continue later with the gi fights, and then we are through all the fights. But let's have a little break.
Yeah.
All right.